Good morning to each and every one of you, and welcome to a beautiful Barbados. Absolutely stunning glows and reflections off the clouds this morning. Just beautiful. I know many of you, because the landmarks are in our shot this morning, know exactly where we are, but I'm still going to let you know anyhow. What I will do is I'm going to say our Serenity Prayer looking at this beautiful sky, and then we will start our vlog from there on in. So here we go. If any of you would like to join me, please do so now. All others, we'll be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to each and every one of you all again. Well, we are in the capital of Barbados, which will be Bridgetown. I have performed some dexterity to get where I am, of course, but I am in my mountain gear outfit this morning, so I should be able to take on the challenge. So we're going to be a little bit bumpy going over here because it is definitely a little bit challenging to get out where I am, but you know me, always ready for the challenge because you know why? I'm the pigeon warrior, of course. Good morning to each and every one of you. It is a beautiful day. Now, I came all into Bridgetown saying to myself, no beaches today, no chance of seeing those ornamental fruit en route, and check where we had to end up, right next to one of these. Well, anyhow, we're not to elaborate too much more on that. It just says that, remember, these are beautiful, leave them on the tree, do not put them in your mouth. I'm not going to tell you that they're dangerous for you, because they're supposedly very healthy for you, but I will tell you they taste terrible, no matter what you put on them. Anyhow, this is a beautiful, beautiful Bridgetown. I thought, good place to start today would be somewhere that we could jump from roof to roof if it did get intense this morning. We are starting a little bit later. We normally start our Bridgetown vlogs earlier on before the crowds start to come in, so wish me luck. We said the Serenity Prayer, so everything should be a-okay from here on in, hopefully. If not, we'll say it again, or I will recite it to myself in one of our silent moments. It's unusual to see me in a shirt. I know. I can appreciate that, but how am I going to walk through Bridgetown without a shirt? So I had to put on one of my great sun protector rain shields. You know, it's one of our rush guard time days. It's very, very light, absolutely beautiful. Just over the distance, Fury Pleasure Craft. Yeah, a lot of people thought the Dream Chaser was not going to be here for this crop over season, but evidently it is staying. Everyone is hyping themselves up for crop over. A lot of booze cruises go out on these vessels around this time of the year. If you do not drink alcohol, it is not a problem, but let me tell you, everyone around you is going to be consuming it by the gallons. Some of the old original cannons on display here for you. Short, medium range cannons. The length of them would determine the distance they would have fired from. As you can appreciate, this place would have been incredibly fortified in earlier days to stop any of the Spaniards, etc., from taking the island from the English. So we're going to walk our way around here, and then we're going to make ourselves our way down to the bottom of Broad Street. Just want to point out a couple of things to you. One is, this boardwalk is like walking on ice. Please be careful. Not many of you are graced with Olympic wisdom and capabilities like me. I came down this morning doing what you call one of my gold medals, boardwalk skating. Seriously, about 6 times between the actual bridge itself and here. I almost went down. One of the guys in Catamaran said, you got to be careful. I said, it's all right, buddy. I am an Olympian. So he understood where I was coming from at that stage of the game. Many of you would know this is really Jolly Roger is usually moored. Jolly Roger is up for sale. I'm not sure how that is going, but that is up for sale at the moment, and they're carrying out a lot of repairs here on the actual dock side where it used to be, as it's not here. I'm just going to take you up on the top elevation, but I'm going to walk across the concrete first because I don't want you all to get a jittery video, so I don't want to be skating across here with my form and grace and you all getting a jerky video. So I'm going to walk in this section first, and then we're going to go up onto the boardwalk, then we're going to come back off, and then we're going to go up Broad Street. So we're going for today, and hopefully we will see our movie star Tessa. She's usually at the bottom of Broad Street. Hopefully she'll be there. Our very first vlog in Bridgetown, she was our star and has maintained herself as our Bridgetown movie star. Over the other side, lots of pleasure craft. Now this is the careenage. Careenage basically means to put a boat on its side, carry out repairs. You will see all of the erect columns over there. They are screws, actual screws themselves. So you would have carried your boat into that section, into the inlet there, and then they would have screwed the apparatus up and lifted the boat out of the water and conducted repairs on it. No longer functional, no longer in operation, but definitely being preserved and maintained to the best of their capabilities on it. Lots and lots of pleasure craft. This is where you will get most of them. This is an amazing boardwalk. I know that, before this was laid, I remember it really well. You see, whenever it was rough with a north swell, it would come up, or even a big hurricane swell, it would come right over into the road, making here impassable. However, this boardwalk has been constructed and is extremely strong. However, in perilous conditions, you really won't want to mess around here, because I will tell you, I have some photos up there you may have seen in the not so beautiful Barbados of big waves crashing over that barrier area over there when it was a Defence Force Coast Guard section. Alright, onward we shall go. Bridgetown, Bridgetown, Bridgetown. What can I say? Originally it gained its name from a bridge that used to span over the waterway that's now known as the Constitution River. That is an area that the Indians had a bridge over. So in 1628, when it was first established, that's just after settlement, as you can appreciate, it was called the bridge. That's how it was referred to. And then it got a more popular name around the 1660s of St. Michael's Town. And then it gained its popular name of Bridgetown, because again, resorting back to the bridge section again. We cannot undo too much history and calling of dates today, because you all know my brain. Like a sieve. I'm going to call it something wrong, I'm sure. But if I do, well, forgive me. It's just the old brain trying. Hey, who said old? I don't know where that came from. I do not like rainy mornings. It usually somehow gives off information that I try to withhold from you all, as in ages. So, alright, this entire area here has been reserved now for taxis. This is where a lot of taxis park, and this is an overflow from from the other section that we'll walk by in a couple of minutes time. There's still that section in the center, or the base of Broad Street itself. I'll show you that as we go along. But this area is not for private parking. This is reserved for taxi parking. So if you come in Bridgetown, make sure you park in the right spot, or you will end up paying our revenue some money for sure. Bridgetown was destroyed over the years, or especially early times, by numerous fires, massive destruction in the town areas. However, and it was also not a very preferred location, because it was a swamp. Lots of swamp land around the Bridgetown area, but all that has changed now completely. You would not even realize there was swamp around. You will see that if you come into Bridgetown, if you've not already done so. This road leads directly down to the Deepwater Harbour, or the Bridgetown Harbour. You'll find Pelican Village down there. We've done a couple of walks in here as well. So if you put in, I guess, Carlisle Bay, you will find it, because we did link it with Carlisle Bay itself. Lots of duty-free sections to shop in Barbados, especially in the Broad Street area, which should be going on to in a couple of minutes time. It's just beautiful down here. Absolutely beautiful, steeped in history. History that I am not going to get into with you all. I don't want to make no mistakes today, so we saw how that goes. What I can say is that we are the third oldest parliament in the Commonwealth, and that was established in 1639. Our parliament buildings that we have passed a little later on were only built in the 1800s, and that is originally all of the 1870, I think it was. I hope it's correct. So, all of the documents and stuff moved from building to building prior to that time, all over Bridgetown in numerous locations. However, our parliament buildings, as I had mentioned, were erected in the 1870s. Alright, so if you come to Barbados, you want to talk Bajan, you have to call this Chefet. Chefet, okay? So that is the correct pronunciation for it. Not Chefet, it's Chefet. Okay, so remember that as you come to Barbados, you want to speak Bajan, throw that word into your vocabulary, please. This entire area you see in the cars now, usually parked all the taxis. It's early in the morning. So, you know, it's not really been occupied. All these spots here are reserved for taxis as well. Don't come down here, see these vacant parks, and park your vehicle, or you will pay some money to our inland revenue. We're at the base of Broad Street right now. It is a city, as you can appreciate, but what I will tell you is, it's probably one of the cleanest cities in the world you will find. We have a massive Keep Barbados Clean project going on here that really started up around just after the volcanic ash that spewed into Barbados. Our government put a lot of the youth in Barbados into employment by employing them to do a lot of the cleanup around the island, beaches, lands, countryside, everything. All right, we're walking in the busy Broad Street now, so you have to appreciate that this place gets really busy, and I'm going to be looking all around, but I also want to show you the different locations here and what you can actually find in Bridgetown if you want to do some one-arm bandits, etc. Las Vegas, they have quite a few setups in the island. Diamonds International, just one of the jewelry stores here, and all different types of activities and places. I see our movie star in front of us, and I'm going to bring her on film right now. Good morning to you, Tessa, movie star. I see you got your hand up, so I'll give you a minute to do what you have to do. You darling up for me. Yeah, so Tessa is getting herself ready. You know, every actress has to get themselves ready. So, good morning to you, movie star. How are you today? Greet our family. Greet our family. Awesome. Good to see you again. I'll just tell everyone you are our official Bridgetown movie star.
I am the official diva.
Diva. Awesome. Awesome. Well, good to see you. Keep bringing your joy to everyone, and keep that beautiful smile going for all of us, okay? Have a great day. All right, my brother, you take care. Okay, cool. You take care, all right, baby? Beautiful, beautiful place it is. I absolutely adore Bridgetown to walk through, especially on a rainy day. Don't get a lot of people. Nobody really comes to Bridgetown unless you absolutely have to when it's raining. A lot of one-way roads in Barbados as well, especially, well, in Bridgetown area. So please pay attention to road signage. It's international road signage. You're not going to come down here and see a chicken foot cut off and expect to think it's a one-way. So, you know, you just look for your international road signage and you will be fine. No problem. We're going to be doing a hopping and skipping around because, you know me, I like to vary things up. So we'll be challenging 3 lanes here now in our usual smooth and effortless style. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this place changes completely when you get around. Hi, how are you? Morning. Around 6:30, well, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning when some of the stores open. Majority of them are now 9 o'clock. So the town really opens up and gets really active around 8:30. If you're looking to do some quick shopping, I will tell you there's a place called Woolworth just up this road here on your right. That's somewhere you can do some shopping. If you want to get a cell phone while you're in Barbados, there's a seller outlet just down here for you. You can always get your thing from there. It's Pro Tab. That's where I got this phone from. So you would know they carry all the high-end stuff. Great service. Not only service as in sales, but great after service as well. Now, there are actually safe zones to cross in Bridgetown, but you know us, we like to cross anywhere at any time. We don't wait on a green light because we do it speedily, and a lot of people in Barbados are very courteous, and if they see you walking across the road, they will realize you usually have a screw loose and give you a chance. Tons of duty-free stores here. Originally we had like department stores here. A lot of department stores are turned into like malls now. Different stores and different items you can buy, all owned by different people in one big building. Cave Shepherd was only most notorious for that. It is now duty-free Barbados. They're just directly in front of us, but there are many, many other ones along Broad Street. I'm going to give you a 360 from the Sandy Road because there's no cars around. And we're going to see what it's like to stand in the center of Broad Street in Barbados. That's how you do it. You got to step aside sometimes, but we still were able to maintain that for you. Now, this is a duty-free Barbados. This was Cave Shepherd originally. When Cave Shepherd was here in the earlier days, it did burn originally, and then they relocated further out by District A Station, and then they've come back here, and then they've sold over to duty-free Barbados. So if you want, as I said before, there's duty-free shopping all over Barbados. This is not the only location, but this is definitely one of the most notorious because they actually offer shopping tours from some of the hotels. So if you go to your activities personnel and you ask them about doing some duty-free shopping, what was Cave Shepherd? You can use the word Cave Shepherd because it's still known by everyone as Cave Shepherd, including me, but it is duty-free Barbados. So this guy here is moving his truck for us, which is great. Beautiful, beautiful area. It's very steeped in history, as you can appreciate. You know, it's our oldest town per se. It's our capital. There were originally thoughts about having Oistins as the capital, but Bridgetown definitely was selected, and for obvious reasons. The same careenage that we were at prior to the Bridgetown port, where all of our merchants come in with their vessels. That is where all of the schooners used to come in and the long haulers. I remember that very well. I remember seeing those boats all tying up here. As I said before, there was no boardwalk there, so you used to come right up onto the actual road section itself. Now don't come to Bridgetown today or any other day at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock or any time in that time frame and expect that this is how you'll find it. Bridgetown is the hive of activity, although it is a dying town. I say dying town because of all the major shopping areas I've set up around Sheraton Mall up in Christchurch. We have the Warrens area, which you can find everything under the moon there. There are numerous sections, lots of strip malls have set up all over the island. So this is sort of like a dying town. I think they're trying to revive it now. I'm not too sure of what they're planning to do, but I know there are plans on the board to revive Bridgetown again. I would love to see that, to be honest with you, because it's too much history and it's too lovely a place to just leave as it is now and let everywhere else around it take all of the business. So hopefully that will be brought back into place soon. Now you're looking at here and saying, wait, where's the Lord Nelson statue? Well, that has been moved and relocated. But this is where it used to be for many, many years. However, it has been relocated. This is called Heroes Square, and therefore a lot of the local heroes will probably be erected here in the near future, or their statues or whatever, murals of them maybe. Not too sure exactly what the plans are, but I know they are beautifying Bridgetown. So all that is coming in due course. As I mentioned before, these are the Parliament buildings between 1870 and somewhere around the middle of the 1870s. This was constructed. Lots of facelifts and stuff, but this is still our House of Parliament. This is still where it's held. It is a very, very important place in Barbados history, and as you can see, it is a place that carries our clock tower as well. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Take that in for me for a couple of seconds. Beautiful, nice photo op for us this morning. I don't think it's a more beautiful photo op than seeing a Barbados flag flying on top of one of these beautiful, beautiful towers. And that is Broad Street, the capital of Barbados, and that is the main street of the island where you'll find majority of your duty-free shopping. Now over to the right of our screen, there's Swan Street, where you'll find lots and lots of small vendors and small stores. You can find some extremely good bargains down in there. However, it is off of the main beat itself, and because of the way it's designed, very narrow streets and a lot of vendors on the side of the road and stuff, I really don't want to walk through the camera and make anyone uncomfortable. So we're going to stay on the main section. It's not that I'm avoiding Swan Street, I will tell you. You want some bargains, check out Swan Street. No question about that. This is our memorial monument. Just great. Beautiful, beautiful island. Behind this here, land tax office, and then the fountain that represents the first running water in Barbados. There's so much history between here and Queen's Park, which is just up the road, but we'll do that in another time. What I want to do is just to bring you into Broad Street in case there was heavy rain, that we would be able to go from shelter to shelter. It's not that I do not have on my Skywater force field, but I just want to make sure that if it did get very torrential and stuff, that we would have somewhere to shelter. Is that sky not beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I got a couple of photos on the way in this morning, nothing major, but one or two that I'll be putting up later on. One was a beautiful glow that I found in Carlisle Bay this morning. Alright, we're going to cross the road again, guys. Alright, now this is a one-way, this is a one-way, this is two-way pedestrian. You cannot drive over this section here. This used to be a lift bridge, it's now a swing bridge. Yes, that's correct. And then in the distance over here, we have the other bridge that goes over by the main bus terminal itself. That is the thoroughfare in and out of the city. That's if you're coming from the south coast or the center of the island. You could come down by Queen's Park and come in this way. So everything mainly that comes into Bridgetown from the south or the center of the island will come down this road here. It gets extremely busier, but there are thoroughfares throughout that you can walk on. That's not a problem. They all have lights and pedestrian crossings and stuff. Again, we're having another look at some of the pleasure craft in here. It's looking a little bit light at the moment. A lot of fishing vessels are missing. I guess that's because of the system that we had coming down. A lot of them would seek safe harbor, some would come out of the water. So that is probably why it's looking a little bit on the scantier side at the moment. But usually this is rock, packed right down on both sides of the greenage. A lot of people call this wharf road, the wharf. I like to refer to it as the greenage as it's supposed to be. You will see some changes here. Last time we were in Bridgetown, we showed you the Buccaneer that was just over here in the corner. It was a floating bar restaurant that has been relocated. That's been moved from here into the outer basin again. I guess they're getting ready for all the party of crop over, etc. You can see lots of squalls in the distance. All that is going to be coming our way shortly. So we're going to continue on to our trek again. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Just lovely. Alright, this Independence Arch was actually built to celebrate our 21st year of independence. That was in 1987. So this is, if you ever hear anybody referring to something as the Independence Arch, this is it. I'll show you some of the stuff here. We have the flying fish over here on your left. We have our national pledge, which I have down the side of my body, which represents me as being a Bajan. Pledge on both sides. And then we have our pelican, which is just here as well. Pride of Barbados, our coat of arms. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You will see the dates represented there. 1966, date of independence, and the actual date of the structure on the top as well. You'll also see our broken trident at the very top. Lots of history here. Now I'm going to show you the forefather of our independence, and we have a photo, or at least a, yeah, sort of like a beautiful, beautiful design here of it. Elton Walton Barrow. You can read that information. You can also Google it online. Maybe a little bit blurry because we're probably going to be picking up different focuses at the moment. So we'll come off of that now. Yes, I know. You all can't believe I have on a shirt. Yes, I have on a shirt. If you're going to the pleasure craft in Bridgetown, Caven's Lane, this is how you will get down to them. When you get to that V in the road, you will take your right hand turn. Years ago, all down in here, the warehouse, the penthouse, I had all different nightclubs and big discotheques down here. It used to be the party central. I know we have party animals on here that are going to reflect on that. I will leave that up to them. This building has closed down. This was Manning, Wilkinson and Challenger in the early days, and the cost of Manning's. There are some plans to have a big hotel in this general area and a marina. I'm not too sure how that's progressing. I'm not sure if there are any variations to that, but I do know that the plans are to have a massive pierhead hotel in this area, along with a big marina that will be able to accommodate some of the smaller 5-star vessels that come into the island, and also some luxury yachts and stuff for people who want to stay at the hotel. So Bridgetown is definitely going to transform. It is going to change completely. But one things that will be maintained are places like the Independence Square, the Heroes Square, etc. For those of you that we're not going to go up by the Fairchild Street area and our national park, we're actually going to come down in here this morning, and we're going to walk through this section just to show you where originally Pirates Cove was. As you will notice, Pirates Cove, we've seen it from the beach side. There is no facility here anymore. That sort of like disintegrated, I would like to use. Maybe not the right word for it, but it definitely all shuttled out. There was a death of one of the partners, etc. And all of the plans for here had changed. It's all being dismantled. Jolly Roger was affiliated with the same owners that had here originally. So that is why that is up for sale as well, and that's out in Carlisle Bay in open water at the moment. If you want some arts and craft and stuff, Lorry Dash, that used to be the child's toy store. I remember being a kid, and any time that we came into Bridgetown, our parents would bring us here to Lorry Dash. Lorry Dash had some of the most unique and amazing toys in those days. I remember that very, very well. It's changed a lot now. It's more of a craft shop, but I used to see a lot of toys and little inside decorations and stuff for homes. That has changed now quite a bit as well. Also located down here, here we go. All of you Bajans that want a heartstring and pull, here we go. De Freitas ice cream. Who remembers those soft serves? That was in this immediate area here. I'm talking about going back years and years, maybe 50 years plus, because I used to go to church with my uncle on a Sunday so I could get some soft serve ice cream. No shame. So, that's what started me going to church, and why I used to go to church on a Sunday, because we'd be brought here after and have a chocolate rippled soft serve ice cream. Great. Alright, not the most beautiful cosmetically down in here. This is where MG Tucker used to be located, which was one of the biggest outlets in the island for, well, the only outlet for Honda cars. That was located right here. And then we had a lot of warehouses and stuff that would be on here. This is all being dismantled for the upcoming project they're planning to put here, a big resort. War wagon, as I said before, I had it cleaned the other day. I'm trying to get it dirty because I know that our driver is coming on soon. I have a chamois that's almost a year old waiting on her, still in its plastic with its bucket and sponge. So when you come down, crazy driver, we can work on that together. I'll sit down, listen to music and supervise you. How does that sound? Perfect to me. Alright, this was where Pirates Cove used to be. This is the whole setup here. They actually had other outlets here as well. Well, they had a lot of party facilities here. There were like 2 or 3 of them in this general area. However, all that has gone now, completely dismantled. You will notice lots of litter down here. Unfortunately, well, it's not lots, but it's quite a bit of litter down here. Not the most pleasing thing to the eye, but it's how it is. This will all get cleaned up, I'm sure. As soon as down here starts to have a business that opens up in this general area, I know for sure they'll maintain this. We are not going to be doing any walking on the beach today because our time is up. We have had a, well, for me, I've had a great time. And trust me, my mouth is not tired. I am not tired. I can now go for the rest of the day. And anyone that knows me knows that is the truth. So, luckily for you, I'm going to end it because of the watch and not because of the way I feel. Because I would walk for the rest of the day. But before we end it, we can do a 360 from here. As you can see, there is some swell coming in. The swell direction is going to be changing by tomorrow. So we should have, according to the charts, we should have a good swell that's coming in south tomorrow again. Maybe this afternoon. However, it had shifted, the direction had shifted, but the wind is also going to be shifting as well, but we have an approaching tropical wave coming in. Nothing major, but hopefully we get some rain and stuff from it. I know all of you tanners on the island must be saying, what is going on? But you know how it is. This is nature. We have no control over it, and there are many times that we don't see rain at all, so trust me, we are happy enough to see this little bit of rain. I'm going to give you a 360 from here. That is the boatyard jetty just in distance. If you want a bearing of where we are in Carlisle Bay, and as you will see the Hilton as we start to swing around, and also Radisson, which used to be originally the Holiday Inn and the Hilton Hotel. Here we go. Morning there. And the raindrops coming down, pitter patter, pitter patter. I gotta get my piece of singing, you know. It's not the wedding tune, but I had unsung for the week. I was sort of like made to feel a little bit shame earlier on when my playlist was changed by you all know who. So I had to put in that little bit because it actually is starting to rain right now. So I think it's a great time for us to say our farewell. We're not swimming today, so I hope you're not too disheartened. Trust me, we'll make it up. I have a new spot in mind that we'll be going to on the coastline, but it does warrant a very low tide, and we will be having a low tide around the 13th, I think it is, somewhere in that general area. So that will coincide with our early morning, so that would be perfect. To each and every one of you, I thank you all for joining us this morning. And when I say us, I mean I will start the other way around today. All of our amazing EMC family, our Hall of Famers, our Munch Kings, and our care team, which consists of our crazy driver that's going to help me wash the war wagon when she comes to Barbados while I drink her coffee that she brews for me. I know I could be giving out enough strikes today, but I don't mind. I have a big book, lots of pens, and notice I don't use pencils. They cannot be raised. When you get a strike, That's it. So if you get to be the top of the list, I decided to increase it to top 10 because I want a lot of coffee. So if you fall in the top 10, you're going to get me a coffee. I hope. I can't say I have to because that will be entirely up to you. But I will know how to deal with it in the future if you don't give me one. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Have a blessed day. Remember to live your life positive, no matter what happens. Look, today we're out in rain, overcast conditions. And what are we doing? We're spending morning together, bringing positiveness and care and kindness to each other. And that's what we can do, no matter how dark and gloomy it may get. And the day that you don't feel that way, and the day you feel as though you're going under, reach out. Reach out. One of us will be there. We will help you get through it, because I'll be reaching out for me, talking about me on the days that I have it dark and gloomy, to all of you all to help me get through as well. That's what we're here for. We're put here to help each other get through the bad times and laugh together when the times are good. So keep remembering that all the time. If you're not going through a pleasant experience and you're feeling down, someone here will help you. I may not get back to you immediately because I'm pretty busy sometimes, but I will get back to you. I can guarantee you that. So if you can't reach anyone else, you want to reach out to me, or if you just want to reach out to me, do so, but I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. From the beautiful, beautiful island of Barbados, I bid you all farewell. I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. To all those Canadians out there, happy Canada Day. To my angel, happy Canada Day, my love. I hope you have a fantastic day. To everyone else, I hope you all have a day that's filled with nothing but blessings and positiveness and happiness and joy and comfort and peace. Have a great day. I'm going to leave you all here to say our farewells. We'll be taking this photo up looking westward at Carlisle Bay. Have a great day. Love you all.